The Bachelor Clayton Echard crushes Rachel Recchia a second time. August 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News. Fans, former The Bachelor star Clayton Echard has crushed Rachel Recchia for a second time. She was a finalist on his season along with Gabby Windey. Yet what he did next was awful, but he had to stay true to his heart. Now Clayton and Rachel have reunited, and it does not feel so good. Keep reading for more details. Clayton Echard crushes Rachel Recchia again. When Clayton Echard was The Bachelor, he had a slew of women to choose from. They were all vying for his heart and a chance to be his future wife. Yet it all came down to Gabby Windey and Rachel Recchia. He was intimate with both ladies, but opted not to move forward with either. This was a confusing move on his behalf, but Clayton wanted to give it another go with Susie Evans. He had sent her home because she was not comfortable with him being intimate with the other ladies. However, he soon realized he had made a grave mistake and went back with Susie. The two did eventually break up, and now he is back looking for love. Both Clayton and Rachel joined Season 3 of Netflix's The Perfect Match, and somehow rekindled the old flame. Unfortunately, within 24 hours, Clayton regretted his decision and ended it with Rachel again. He explained that they reconnected, but he did not want to drag it out. Therefore, it was best that it did not go further. But it crushed Rachel. She could not believe he was back to his bachelor ways and doing this all over again. Clayton Echard stated that Rachel Recchia had no idea he would even be there, so what was the big deal? That detail did not matter, as she was broken over history repeating itself. Viewers who watched The Perfect Match were stunned that she would give him another go. They also felt that he needed to leave her alone and not do this cruel thing. Getting a beating. After rekindling the romance with Clayton Echard, Rachel knew someone would be after her. Gabby Windey, Rachel's The Bachelor co-finalist, was likely going to give her a beating. Admittedly, Rachel felt she needed closure with Clayton and believed the audience did as well. When this all went down on The Perfect Match, Gabby had no idea what happened with Rachel and Clayton, yet Rachel always knew how her former co-star would react. She knows now, but I knew I would get probably a beating, so I haven't told her yet, but it'll be fine. Gabby, sorry. Clayton also added that he did not feel a connection with anyone on the show until his ex appeared. That made him think it was a good idea to try again, but his gut soon told him otherwise. Do you think Rachel was ridiculous for giving The Bachelor another chance, or was she going with her heart? Let us know and stream The Perfect Match on Netflix. Clayton Echard crushes Rachel Recchia a second time. The reunion no one asked for. Rachel Recchia didn't expect to be here again. Not like this, not with him. It had been over a year since Clayton Echard, the once beloved bachelor turned public enemy #1, left her heart splintered on national television. And yet, here she was, walking into a palm tree-lined resort in Tulum, Mexico, for a surprise reunion special producers swore would bring healing. Healing or humiliation? She wore confidence like armor. A crisp white sundress, glowing tan, and a new wave of TikTok-fueled fame from her pilot influencer content. But as soon as she spotted him sitting under a cabana, sipping something suspiciously green and healthy, all that self-assurance cracked. Clayton looked smug. The same square jaw, the same knowing smile, but worse, he looked comfortable. "Rachel," he said, standing and spreading his arms like she'd missed him. "It's been a while." "Not long enough," she muttered, fake smiling for the cameras. What she didn't know was that this wasn't just a reunion, it was a setup. One Clayton orchestrated himself. The secret plan. Weeks earlier, Clayton had reached out to producers. "I think Rachel and I have unresolved things," he said on a Zoom call, "and America deserves closure." But closure wasn't the whole truth. Clayton's recent podcast appearances were tanking. His book deal had fizzled. Meanwhile, Rachel was thriving. She was funny, unapologetic, and had become an icon for women who'd been gaslit on national television. He needed relevance. She had it. I just want to talk to her, maybe clear the air. He practiced his lines in front of the mirror. I still care about you. I never meant to hurt you. But the real kicker, the surprise twist he begged producers to include, if Rachel thought last time was cruel, she had no idea what was coming. The dinner date from hell. They dressed up for a fake Bachelor in Paradise Second Chances dinner date. Candles flickered, wine flowed, and Rachel's nerves were on edge. So, you look happy, like truly thriving. I am happy, surprisingly. Is it because of that guy, what's his name, Josh? His name is Jason, and he's incredible. Right, Jason. Rachel felt it. The old Clayton. The smugness. The jealousy masked as interest. But then he leaned forward, hands clasped. I brought you here because I have something to tell you. She held her breath. I'm dating someone. A pause. Rachel exhaled. Okay, good for you. He nodded, gaze steady. But here's the twist. It's someone you know. What? It's Gabby. Rachel dropped her fork. History repeats itself. You're dating Gabby Windy? She hissed, voice rising. You're joking. It happened, Clayton said. Gabby and I, we've been through the trenches together, co-bachelorettes, each navigating love after being collectively dumped by Clayton in the most brutal rose ceremony ever televised. She was there for me after everything. We reconnected, and now we're in love. Rachel stood up. You used me for camera time. No, you could have told me privately, but you brought me here to this fake paradise dinner to ambush me for a second time? I thought you'd be happy for us. She laughed, a broken, bitter sound. You thought wrong. Producers tried to intervene. Guys, let's cool off. But Rachel had already yanked off her mic and stormed down the beach, barefoot, mascara streaking, heart crushed once again. And the cameras rolled. Backlash and betrayals. The next day, Twitter was on fire. Hashtag Clayton 2.0 trended with fury. He did it again. This man is a menace. Rachel deserves peace, not producers playing God with her trauma. Not him pulling a reverse Uno and dating Gabby now. Gabby posted a cryptic Instagram story. Sometimes life surprises you with second chances. Rachel went radio silent, until she didn't. 2 days later, she uploaded a TikTok lip-syncing to Miley Cyrus's Flowers, while casually holding a bouquet from Jason. The caption? Plot twist. I still win. But behind the scenes, she was wrecked. She called Gabby. You could have told me. I didn't know how, she admitted. It just happened. You were my person, Rachel whispered, and now you're his. The Rachel Renaissance. Heartbreak, for Rachel, wasn't unfamiliar, but this time she channeled it. She booked appearances on The View, Call Her Daddy, and Bachelor Happy Hour. She gave 0 apologies. Clayton humiliated me again, she said boldly, and honestly, I'm done playing nice. America rallied behind her. She dropped a podcast, Soft Landing, where she told unfiltered truths about reality TV and surviving public breakups. Spotify deals followed. So did fashion endorsements. And Jason? He stayed by her side. She's stronger than any man deserves, he said in one interview. Meanwhile, Clayton and Gabby were being picked apart. Paparazzi spotted them arguing outside of Beverly Hills gym. Gabby unfollowed Rachel on Instagram. Rumors swirled that producers were reconsidering promoting the couple. The narrative had flipped, and Rachel was winning. The final straw. Weeks later, Clayton called Rachel. Why are you telling people I manipulated you? Because you did. We were both part of the show. Don't act like I'm the villain. You made yourself the villain. I just stopped protecting you. Silence. I thought you'd grown, Clayton. I really did. He tried to plead, but she hung up. Then came the final twist. Rachel released unseen footage, behind-the-scenes clips of their dinner date showing Clayton asking producers, "Make sure the cameras are rolling when I tell her about Gabby. I want this to land." It went viral in hours. Gabby deleted her socials. Clayton deactivated his. Rachel, once again, had reclaimed the narrative. Closure isn't kind. Months later, Rachel attended Women Tell All, Redemption Edition. She looked radiant, poised. The host, Jesse Palmer, asked the million-dollar question. "If Clayton were here tonight, what would you say?" She smiled. "Thank you for showing me exactly who you are. Twice." Applause erupted. She didn't need him in the audience, didn't need his apology. Rachel Recchia had risen again from the ashes of another Bachelor-manufactured heartbreak. And this time, she wasn't crushed. She was reborn.